I'm Ramyashri. Welcome to my channel Ashwin's Astrology. So Mars is turning Vakri on 7th of December, and what will be the effects for all the individual moon signs? So I'll be making these predictions in this video. So let's start with the first Rashi, Mesh Rashi. So as we know, Mesh Rashi is the Rashi of Mangal Mars itself, and your Rashi Adhipati is turning Vakri in the 4th house. So because Mars is actually currently in the Karkatak Rashi, which is Neecha, and turning Vakri, so it may make things very worse for you. So if you have not watched my previous video where I have mentioned the timelines of Mars transit for the next 2.5 months, please do watch the Medini Jyotish predictions first and then come to this video. It will actually help you a bit. So for Mesh Rashi, what happens? Your Rashi Adhipati Mars will be turning Vakri on 7th of December, and he will enter the Mithun Rashi, the 3rd house, on 21st of January, and then on 24th of February he will become direct. So the next 2.5 months would be very chaotic for you, because Mars being in the 4th house where it is debilitated, where he loses his strength also, will actually affect your domestic happiness, because he is the Rashi Lord. So more focus will be on yourself, your physical fitness, as well as on your domestic happiness. So all these areas would be affected. So people who are born in Mesh Rashi, that is Chandra in Ashwin Nakshatra, Bharani Nakshatra and Kritika Nakshatra first pada, please stay away from real estate matters. If you are planning to buy a new vehicle, new property, land, house, anything for next 2.5 months, please stay away from that, because your ventures may not be fruitful, or you might receive, or you might be deceived, or you might incur any loss also. So for the next 2.5 months, don't involve yourself into any real estate matters or buying any new materialistic stuffs like vehicle or any other thing stuffs. So please be careful for the next 2.5 months on where you are investing or what would be yours, because Mars is your Rashi Lord as well as the 8th Lord. So when a planet becomes your own Rashi Lord and 8th Lord, what happens? Because Mars is the only planet which becomes such, so he can actually make you also, mar you also. So I wish planet Mars doesn't do that for you, but Mesh Rashi people, be very careful. And also to mention, be careful while driving your vehicles, and also when you are near to the watery places. So please avoid traveling to watery places, and please be careful when you are driving, and please be very cautious if you are into any new ventures other than the materialistic ones also, like if you are into business or dealing with something new or new partnerships. Please be very, very careful. Monetarily, it is a very great time because of Shani being in the 11th house in direct position. It's a really great time, and Sun, though it is in 8th house, very soon it will move to your 9th house, and then Mercury also. So it's a quite okay. It is very good with the time, as the time passes, and because Saturn is in 11th house, you will be able to manage things better. Your career would be better, but once Mars becomes Vakri and cast aspect on Venus, which is in your 10th house, that's when the actual problem starts for you. And till the time, because Mars casts its 8th aspect on Shani also, so you have to be a bit careful about your career, as well as, because now this is the I know, year-end appraisal time also for most of the people who are in private job. So you have to be a bit careful about what you speak, and because Venus comes to your 2nd house. So please be very clear, strategize, plan well, then come for that. So that will do wonders for you. So that's for the Mesh Rashi natives. So there will be rise in fortune, monetarily great time, but also avoid doing anything which are not required. So anything important, don't do for the next 2.5 months. So this was for the Mesh Rashi natives. So now continuing with the Vrishab Rashi. So for Vrishab Rashi natives, Mangal becomes the 7th and 12th Lord, and it is becoming Vakri in the 3rd house, and very soon it will move to 2nd house. So you have to save money, because 8th Lord Jupiter is in your Rashi, and 3rd Lord turning Vakri means it will even start giving the results of 2nd house, and the 2nd Lord is Vakri in the 7th house. So what happens is that Mars and Mercury, there is a kind of result exchange. That is, Mars is giving the result of second and third house also, and Mercury, who is the second lord, is in the seventh house. So there is somewhat kind of a second and seven exchange, which is not a proper exchange, but some kind in terms of the results, partial results Mars will give of second house also. So during this time you have to be very careful about your savings and don't spend unnecessarily. Keep an account of each and everything you do. Your career would be really good because 9th and 10th lord Shani is in 10th house, but Mars is casting an aspect on it. So you might require a lot of efforts to put in. You might have to sweat a lot, work hard, and probably that's why. And you have to be a bit courageous as well in those matters. But because Mars is aspecting your Venus, which through its Vakri Drishti, so I would say females of Vrishab Rashi, please be careful, and also whole Vrishab Rashi natives, please be careful. So if you are traveling outside, or if you have any opportunity of going for a short travel to a different country, so please be careful. But you would be filled with a lot of enthusiasm, you would be energetic, and you would be like, yeah, I'll do everything, I know everything. But confidence is good, overconfidence is not good. So because Sun and Mercury, once it comes to 8th house, you might have to experience some certain things which are not favorable for you. So please be cautious on that. But for creative artists, for painters, and for all the creative artists, musicians and all, so this time period would be really good. So any kind of new things, new efforts you put in and try to do it with a determination and dedication, you would be successful. So that's for one thing. And yeah, of course you have to be little patient enough because Shani is in the 10th house, so he will definitely give you the results. So a little bit patience is very much required for Vrishab Rashi natives. So this was for the Vrishab Rashi natives. So next let's move on to Mithun Rashi. For Mithun Rashi natives, it's your Rashadipati Buddha is Vakri in the 6th house, and your 6th lord Mars Mangal is Vakri in the 2nd house, and also will give the partial results on your Rashi. So because of which health should be the first major concern for Mithun Rashi natives. So please take care of any kind of cough, cold, fever, or if you have any BP, anxiety, or even keep a check on your stress levels also, because Rahu Ketu in 410 axis doesn't give a good work-life balance also. So you may struggle in your career, and making things meet in career also could be very quite difficult for you. And also avoid taking any kind of sudden decisions right now, because during this time avoid any kind of hurrying, or it is better to stay cool and calm during this time, because of Mangal in the 2nd house and Datu Vakri. So if you say something, or if you take any decision which may not be in favor of you, that might harm you in the future. So it is better to be quiet and be calm actually. And from the monetary perspective, savings and expenses both are quite disappointing now. So expenses were disappointing before, now savings also would be disappointing. Mangal being Vakri in your 2nd house will aspect your 5th house as well as 8th house and the 9th house. So we have to even take one house prior also, because when the planet is Vakri, it will even give the previous house results. So Mangal is now giving the results of 4th and 5th house also. So there will be some domestic happiness or normal issues also in the family. And regarding the health of your children also, you have to be a bit careful. And of course it's aspecting the 8th house and also the 9th house. So at times you may see luck not favoring you, or things not moving in a smoother way for you. So that also may happen. So during this time you have to be a bit careful in those matters as well. So health is definitely a major concern for Mithun Rashi natives for the next 2.5 months. But once Mangal moves to your Mithun Rashi, then there would be certain issues like from your domestic front, and also if you have involved yourself in any real estate matters, in that also from the documentation perspective you have to be extremely careful, because you may find out that there is certain sections of the document which may not be liable for you or may cause some hindrances for you. So these kind of stuffs you have to be a bit careful. So from legal perspective, it is take a proper legal advice. So that will be a much better solution if you want to execute the real estate related agreements, because Mangal, when it is not doing well, it is better to postpone any kind of real estate, or even when Buddha is Vakri, because as per the Nadi, Buddha becomes the Karaka for the land and for the property matters. So along with Mars, we need Buddha also. So when both these planets are Vakri, and when both these are in their Rashis, they have a kind of Rashi exchange, then it is extremely important to pay attention for the legal perspective, from the legal document perspective. So to hire a proper legal advisor so that you don't have any confusions or any problems in the future. So these were the things for the Mithun Rashi natives. So apart from this, I would say pray to Hanuman. That would be a much better, and also to chant Hanuman Chalisa on a daily basis. And if possible, listen to Vishnu Sahasranam or chant it. If you are already chanting it on a daily basis, it is much more good for you actually. So this was for the Mithun Rashi natives. So next, let's go ahead to Karkataka Rashi. For Karkataka Rashi natives, Mars becomes your 5th as well as the 10th lord, a Kendradhipati and a Trikonadhipati. So he is the Yoga Karaka for your Rashi. So Mars being Nicha and Vakri in your Rashi, aspected by your own Rashi Lord Chandrama from the 7th house, along with another benefic, natural benefic Venus, is a good one as well as a not so good one. So it majorly affects your health actually. So if you have any existing health issues like BP, anxiety or migraine and all, so then this time period could be bit hectic and problematic for you. And any Karka Rashi natives, if they have any heart related issues also, or cardiac health issues, then that also could be problem one, because your Markesh Surya is in the 5th house in a Jalatattva Rashi, and also with the Vakri Buddha. So who is your 3rd and 12th lord. So the 12th lord and the 2nd lord making a combination in the 5th house, which generally represents heart, kind of an organ in the body. So any heart patients of Karkataka Rashi, please have a regular checkup, follow the doctor's advice, and stay cool and calm also. That's very important, because there could be like a water clot, or I'm not aware medically what all things could happen, but as it's a Jalatattva Rashi and all, so any kind of problems may arise. If the Dasha and Antardasha also indicates the same, then the said event may happen. I just wish it doesn't, but whatever I'm able to see here, that's what I'm conveying you. And coming to the marital life, because of Venus Moon in the 7th house, and that is Moon is your Rashi Lord, and Venus is such a natural benefic, and your 11th Lord, and also your 4th Lord. So during this time period, marital life will generally go smooth, but because of Ashtama Shani, there will be some problems from in-laws, but spouse may come to rescue. So if you have a good Venus in your own Kundli, then during this time spouse may come for rescue. If not, the Ashtama Shani problems will increase a lot, because the best remedy for not so well placed Saturn is to have a well placed Venus, because Venus and Saturn are good friends. So if there is a good strength for Venus in the horoscope, then Saturn's not so good position will be able to manage when Venus transits on those particular areas which Saturn would be responsible for. So if Venus and or Saturn both are well placed, then it is much more good for you. Next, coming to the expenditure, so definitely there will be a rise in expenditure, because being in your Rashi Vakri, Mangal will even give results of 12th house, and when it moves to the 12th house after January 21st, you will see majorly the results of only 12th house, because now it will start giving the partial results of the 12th house as well as the Rashi, that is Karkataka Rashi itself, where it is placed. So rise in expenditure, unwanted worries, not having proper sleep, because 12th house is Shaina Sukha also, that also will be seen. And any kind of mantra sadhana done during this time period will do wonders for you. But having that sadhana or determination itself is very difficult, because Mangal represents the sadhana determination, and having the discipline is very difficult, and that's why even I do suggest for the creative individuals also and for artists also that you will have a very great time period, but having a proper discipline in following the things also would be difficult for you. So monetary gains are also expected during this time period, but expenditure also will be at the same level. So that's why for Karkatak Rashi natives, it is good. It is good to some extent, and it is also bad to some extent because of moon in the 7th house, the transit moon in the 7th house. From Murti Nirnaya, I say it would give average results. And if the planets are well placed in your kundli, in your birth kundli, then the results would be little bit above the average. This was for the Karkatak Rashi natives. Now moving ahead to Simha Rashi. For Simha Rashi natives, because Mangal becomes your Yogakaraka again, that is the 4th lord as well as the 9th lord, Kendra and Trikonadipati. So turning Vakri in the 12th house and moving back to the 11th house, this seems to be a pleasant time period for the career perspective, because Mars being Vakri there at the time of transit would be aspecting Venus, who is your 3rd lord as well as the 10th lord. So there could be some sudden changes in the career. So, and also Saturn being the 7th lord in the 7th house, your Rashadipati going to the 4th house, which is the Mars Rashi, and the disposer of Sun, that is Mars, is being Vakri. So put this also in that Rashi. So all these parameters does indicate that there could be a foreign travel also possible for Simha Rashi natives, that is beyond your birthplace. So generally speaking, so this also may actually give rise to short travels also in terms of pilgrimage. So for overall, for seeing for Simha Rashi natives, there is traveling indicated, a short term travel is indicated for people who are into profession, into career. From work basis, you may go abroad or away from your birthplace to a different city within India or even outside also. And for others who wants to take up a pilgrimage, it is also favorable during this time period. In terms of finances, there will be rising fortune because your 9th lord is making a connection with the 11th house. So after January, there will be a rising fortune. But also there will be an expenditure also, because your 12th lord is in the 6th house, and very soon, because moon is in almost at the last leg of the Makar Rashi, or may say that very close connected to Saturn than being connected to Venus, because Venus is in 5 degree 29 minutes and moon is in 29 degree 59 minutes. So the conjunction of moon Saturn, or moon is more closer to Saturn than Venus, though moon is somewhat kind of being in between. So the expenditure also raises to a very high level, and having Rahu in the 8th house is generally not good for the health. So we can say, and also Mars, who is your 9th lord, is aspected by Venus. So maybe you might spend more money on the pilgrimage or for any dharmic activities also. And students of Simha Rashi natives, you might have a education also, you might get an opportunity to have a abroad education also during this time period. So overall speaking, for Simha Rashi, it is a mixed time period. So I don't say any kind of remedies required during this time, because it's quite manageable for Simha Rashi natives during this time. So that's it for Simha Rashi natives. Next, let's go ahead to Kanya Rashi. So now coming to Kanya Rashi. So for Kanya Rashi natives, Rahu Ketu in 1/7 axis itself are creating problems for you, but this will have much more profound impact as soon as Mars enters Mithun Rashi, because all the common signs, that is the Kendras for Kanya Rashi, will get activated. So once Mangal becomes Vakri and comes to Mithun Rashi, then it will have a profound impact of even the Rahu Ketu also would be felt by Kanya Rashi natives. You may ask, why not Mithun Rashi or any other Rashis? Because of Rahu Ketu merely present in your 1/7 axis. So both Kanya Rashi and Meen Rashi will have that extra effect also on you. So unwanted fights, quarrels, all these have to be avoided during this time period. So minding your own business and thinking about your own also might cause some problems for you. So having a mental peace, having that mental peace also, or focusing on the mental wellness also could be a bit difficult because of Jupiter being in ninth house and Vakri. So the eighth house effects also it will start giving. So the eighth lord Mangal is Vakri. So that is profound, or that is more expected to cause you such kind of issues. And from career perspective, it could be a bit hectic because of Mangal coming to the 10th house. So physical fatigue is very much expected during this time period. And your 10th lord Buddha, who is also your Rashadipati, is in 3rd house Vakri there, and Sun placed with it, who is your 12th lord, and also Vakri Guru aspecting it, who is the 7th lord as well as the 4th lord. So too much of aspects from the Kendra lords as well as their afflictions also. I can say that you might have short travel from your work perspective to a foreign country or abroad or away from where you are working right now, and that could be like an unwanted travel for you, or might not yield expected results also. And that's why you might feel more amount of physical fatigueness, and also there will be a lot of expenditure also, because Ketu very soon would be moving to your 12th house, and 12th lord is in 3rd house. So you might have to spend more and more amount on your day-to-day travels, or for whatever the traveling which you are taking, which is from your work perspective also. That also can actually happen. So from your work perspective, whether you're in public sector or in private sector job, you would be having that short travel, and that will eat up your finances. So from the health perspective, 6th lord is in 6th house, and the 5th house has good planets aspect, so it will be a good health. But the cold nature or anything related to this year. So for Kanya Rashi natives, marital life is still a problem, or they are struggling to make the things come to a place or align in the same plane. So till May, I think you might have to have some patience, and from February onwards only, 2-3 months before only, you will start seeing the changes, because 7th lord Jupiter, who is in 9th house in Vakri position, will turn direct from February. So from there onwards, you will see some improvements in it. And if anyone of Kanya Rashi natives who are married and are looking for separation or having their own individual family, that also will happen. So in the future, so that's why it is, I mean, again depends on your own individual horoscope also. That also we have to analyze. So for Kanya Rashi natives, currently it is good to have patience to make your things work in the next coming months. So that is for Kanya Rashi. And now next let's move ahead to Tula Rashi. So for Tula Rashi natives, your Rashadipati is in the 4th house, and is in a very far conjunction with Moon. So can't say it's a proper conjunction, and is aspecting Mars, who is Vakri in 10th house. And also Mars and Venus are almost in a very 6-degree difference in terms of the degree. And there is a more clear aspect of Venus over Mars. So Venus kind of gets afflicted here, because though placed in a friendly house, the Vakri Drishti of Mars is definitely gonna affect the Venus. And this may actually bring some problems in career actually, because of Rahu in 6th house and 6th lord Vakri in the 8th house. So during this time period, it may trigger in a way that you may not be satisfied with the events happening in your workplace, and you might think of changing the workplace also. And you might start looking out during this time if you are into private sector. If you are into public sector, you might actually look to take a transfer out of the current place where you are working. And because of Saturn, the Panchama Shani here, so you might be emotionally stressed out, and you might actually thinking to leave your job also. Because of Saturn in the 5th house and aspecting 11th house, you are even unhappy about your pay also, your salary also, you will not be. And from the business perspective, I mean, for those who are into business and not into any job, so for them, Mangal in the 10th house Vakri can actually indicate a lot of sudden changes in their business activities in terms of the sales actually. So it might actually may not do well to the extent as expected, because Mars represents that sales and marketing section in the business. So when it transits your 10th house where it is Neecha and also then Vakri, so without any benefic aspect, so even though Venus is aspecting it, it might actually help you in getting some new customers, because Venus is your Rashyathipati as well as your 8th lord. But for some unknown reasons, you might not be able to reap good profits from those customers, and somewhat it would kind of a slowdown also you will see. So if you have issued any products or services on a credit, you may get it back bit very late, or the income also, flow of income also could be very slow because of Saturn aspecting your 11th house and your 11th lord in the 2nd house with Vakri Buddha, who is your 12th lord. So for a time period, operational management, the cash maintenance could be very difficult for people who are into business of Tula Rashi. So apart from this, for legal professionals, it is a very good time period. You will win. Also, Mangal's Vakri Drishti will fall on Shani also, along with Shukra and Moon. So this actually, for anyone, whether it's public sector or private sector, for both set of employees, emotionally it could be a bit turbulent time period also. So taking proper decision could be a bit difficult, and Mangal's Vakri Drishti will be on your Rashi also. So Venus being strong and placed has Digbali in 4th house actually comes in hand. So strategize well, plan well, and go ahead and keep your emotions aside, because of Moon being in the same Rashi. So it is very natural to put in your emotions and make use of it, but those things doesn't work in business or even in your employment also, because business is business, so it has to be dealt in a different way. So there is an aspect of Jupiter also on Venus Moon, so being bit wise, strategic, and being a good planner will help the Tula Rashi native. So monetarily, it's a pleasant time period, not so bad and not so good. And from marital life, because Mangal becomes your 7th lord and Vakri, so work-life balance does become difficult, and Saturn is also aspecting your 7th house. So it will be like there could be a cold war between you and your spouse, and so it is good to avoid any kind of quarrels or unwanted fights during this time. So making peace with your spouse would be the much better solution during this time. So this was for the Tula Rashi natives. Now let's move ahead to the Vrishchik Rashi natives. So for Vrishchik Rashi natives, what happens? Mangal becomes your own Rashyadipati, and it is turning Vakri in the 9th house, and it's also the 6th lord. So 6th house has aspect of Shani, and Mangal now turning Vakri and casting it's also aspecting the Shani now when it was direct also. Now it's with the Vakri Drishti. So health is definitely a concern, and having the 8th lord in the Rashi and the 10th lord in the Rashi. So during this time period, there could be a loss of job also, or there could be a transfer in job, or you might change your job also. So because of 8-10 connection and such close connection, so it could happen. And having the 12th lord in the 3rd house and the 9th lord in the 3rd house, so you might take up a short travel also to a pilgrimage or to a different place. And also there is a possibility that you might look for a new job at a different place also, or you might if you are into public sector, you might go for a transfer also. That is also very much possible. And having Guru in 7th house but is Vakri, so it will slow down your progress in your marital life. So if you are looking for to get married and all, or even for that also, Venus though well placed here, so your efforts may not be that fruitful, but by the end of Jan or February 1st week, it will be fruitful. So what I mean to say is that your efforts in trying to get a good match and getting married definitely could be possible in the last week of January or February onwards, because February 1st week onwards, Jupiter will be direct. In the first week only he'll turn stationary and then direct, so that will be a pleasant time period. By that time, even Venus also would be in Kumbh Rashi by that time. So all these things, because Venus with Saturn and then Jupiter there, so it will be a pleasant time period, and might be the time for the wedding bells also. So that's, and Rahu Ketu in 5-11 axis is good from the investment perspective. So if you have investment in any equities or in any traditional side, definitely it will give good results. And because of Mangal being Vakri in the 9th house and turning or tilted towards the 8th house, so please do be careful while dealing with any kind of real estate matters, property matters, and also in with respect to the inheritance also, because Sun is in your Rashi. So from the documentation perspective, because it's with Mercury and also in the Mercury's nakshatra, who is Vakri. So please take a legal advice and then go ahead, because Jupiter is also Vakri in 7th house, giving the 6th house result. So there could be a situation where you might have to go to court or have to consult a legal advisor also. So that also might be possible during this time period. And of course, Shani, the 4th lord in the 4th house, will not tarnish the complete domestic happiness, but has a malefic planet in the 4th house, which is a Lagu Kalyani. It will also give those malefic results. So for some, because and it is getting the Vakri Drishti of Mars. It was getting the direct Drishti of Mars, which was not good. Now it will get the Vakri Drishti of Mars. So your own Rashi will be trying to aspect it. So I would suggest that let the things happen the way it is. Okay, don't go and interrupt it. Why? Because when Shani, the 4th lord, is in 4th house, it has to aspect that, it has to protect that house. But when Mangal was aspecting that Saturn, what happens is it was different. And now with Vakri Mangal aspecting, what happens that you try to amend something, or you try to bring some changes which was not required. So being little bit patient and waiting for the right time to arrive would be the best one. And from property matters, or even with the relations with your mother or mother side relations, and also for your basic domestic happiness, or if you are looking to buy a new vehicle also, that also should be avoided for some time period, unless Saturn, Mars, everyone vacates that 4th house. So till March, April, if you could avoid it, I think that would be the best solution. So after that you can definitely, but May onwards you cannot actually, because of Rahu coming to that Rashi and Saturn going it. So before that you will be able to do. So that was for the Vrishchik Rashi natives. Overall, it's a good and pleasant time period for Vrishchik Rashi natives. Now coming to Dhanu Rashi. So for Dhanu Rashi natives, Mangal becomes the 5th and 12th lord. So he is the Trikonadipati and one Markesh. He is the 12th lord. So being a Trikonadipati coming, he's in 8th house and now turning Vakri there, and start giving the 7th house results. And Jupiter is also Vakri in the 6th house. So during this time period, if your marital life is going through any legal issues, already stepped for separation, for divorce and all, so it might get intensified and you might have a very great fight also with your spouse. But if you are not into that also, if the relationship is in a way that it is about to rupture, then that also might happen, because no benefic planet is protecting the 7th house, and with Mangal turning Vakri and start giving the results of it, so the time might have arrived for the separation also. And again I'll tell you, if in your own individual horoscope there is a possibility of separation, there is a yoga for separation, then this time period would be the next 2.5 months might actually pave the path for that. And Saturn being in the 3rd house, 3rd lord in 3rd house, it's favorable. So your efforts in whatever area you put in, that will actually fructify. And if you are planning to travel abroad and to have a new life there, or to ascend in your career, because 10th and 12th is making a connection there, so that can happen during this time period. So that's also a big possibility seen. So also to say, Sun is their 9th lord, so 9th and 10th coming to 12th house. So the place where you would be traveling now from your work perspective will be a very prosperous place for you, and this traveling will actually yield good results for you because of 9th and 10th lord in the 12th house and aspected by Jupiter. So surprisingly, this travel taken will yield good and better results for you than the previous ones, and you will have some good amount of savings also during this time period, because the 11th lord is in the 2nd house. It's a very good Dhani Yoga also. So because of Rahu Ketu in 4th and axis, of course it shows that separation or changes in the residence also. So if you are into public sector jobs where going abroad is not the norm, at least you will have the transfer, or the kind of dissatisfaction you have it in your workplace, that will also slowly gets reduced, and you will start seeing what better can be done in that field. And there is a possibility that you might think something new or better sector also. You might look for some other department to jump into or to transfer yourself. So that's also possible. So because those options are available in public sector, and that can be made use. And in private sector also you have certain opportunities which you can be able to make use of it. So from career perspective, there's a lot of drastic changes. So from career perspective, a lot of drastic changes are expected now for the Dhanu Rashi natives. So I think I have covered almost everything. So this is for the Dhanu Rashi natives. Next, let's go ahead to Makar Rashi. So for Makar Rashi natives, good planets like Venus and Moon are placed in your Rashi, and that's why it's a very pleasant. So currently you will be in a very good state of mind, and Shani's last phase of Sadesati is also now getting over in next 4.5 months, and having that Mangal Vakri in the 7th house. So this might cause some kind of physical fatigueness for you, and also because it's the 4th lord as well as the 11th lord for you. And in terms of income also, you might struggle a lot. So monetary savings could be a bit troublesome for you, because Mangal, being the 11th lord, is aspecting your 2nd house and 2nd lord also. So you might struggle very much to save money also. But because of Jupiter's grace on you, the Jupiter who is the 12th lord as well as the 3rd lord, so with you have to put in a lot of efforts. That's when you'll be able to save some little amount of money, not completely bankrupt, but some little amount of money. So that actually is what's seen now. So for Makar Rashi natives, from marital life perspective, so any ongoing disputes will intensify to much higher level, and but at the same time period, your career also will be at a very good pace and at a very good state also. You might see some improvements in it, but it's your personal life which would go for a toss, and that will disturb your professional life. So maintaining or striking a good balance between work and life is very hard for you right now. And once Jupiter turns direct in the 5th house, that is from February onwards, you will see the positive changes even in your career as well as in your marital life. So until then, I think you might have to maintain a little bit of patience. And yeah, monetarily it's quite a difficult time period. And from health perspective, 6th lord is Vakri in the 11th house along with the sun. So because of Jupiter's Vakri Drishti, so it is not giving you major health issues, but it is somehow trying to manage. So I don't say that you will not have any health issues, but there will be some ongoing recurring health issues. But recovering from it is also not possible because of Jupiter being Vakri. So when benefic planets are Vakri, like Jupiter, Mercury and all, so they tend to delay the results, and that's why till February patience is required. And after February, I think everything will improve gradually and things would be fine. So this was for the Makar Rashi natives. Next, let's go to Kumbha Rashi. For Kumbha Rashi natives, you are at the last stage of your mid phase of Sadesati. So you can expect some good results now. And also Venus, who is your Yogaraka, and the 4th and 9th lord is in 12th house along with Moon. So this time period you might actually experience some new long-term investments, that you might actually go for buying a new home, property, new vehicle. That's also possible. And because of Jupiter present in the 4th house, who is Vakri, so this the next 2.5 months you might actually put your hands to it, or you have already put in, then it could be successful during this time period. And for people who are staying abroad, okay, so you might even buy a new house even in there also. That's also possible for you. And new property, new vehicle, and any kind of materialistic long-term investments is possible right now. So from career perspective, you will have a steady growth during this time because of Sun, who is the 7th lord in the 10th house, along with the 5th and 8th lord. So there could be growth in career, and also a lot of new responsibilities also for you. And Mangal, who is Vakri in 6th house, that also will change that. There could be a change in the workplace, or there could be some new roles and responsibilities added to yours. So overall saying, for Kumbha Rashi, there is positive changes happening, because of which savings would be completely drained, and Rahu will do that job there. And that's why all this long-term investments, everything is taking, because Shani is the 12th lord also. So if he's making you spend, he'll spend for something which is actually profitable for you. So for Kumbha Rashi natives, from marital perspective, there could be some strategic alliances. If you are actually looking for marriage, it could happen. So there it could be of like a strategic alliance for you, not a pleasant way, but making it in a way it works for you is at your hands. And of course marriage is on the cards for you right now. And coming to the other matters, whether it, in from education perspective or from your children perspective, it looks a bit favorable because of fifth lord being with sun and aspected by Jupiter in the 10th house. But those matters would get delayed. So anything related to your education, if you are looking for a abroad education, or if you're looking for your children, or even from getting a first job or changing job, all these things, it will happen, but it may get a little bit delayed. So that's the predictions for the Kumbha Rashi natives. Next, let's go ahead to the Meena Rashi, the last Rashi. So for Meena Rashi natives, Rahu Ketu is in the 1/7 axis, and now Mangal, when it turns Vakri and came to 4th house, so the domestic happiness will be little bit concerned. And during this time period you might feel more and more physical fatigueness, and also because of 6th lord in 9th house along with the 7th lord, so you might go for a very long trip also with your spouse. And there could be some issues also, or some, if there is any existing legal dispute with your spouse also, that could actually cause a kind of disturbance also. And it's better to go have a far travel, long travel with your spouse to mend the ways. And because of Venus aspect on your Mangal, who happens to be your 3rd lord as well as the 8th lord, so there could be some clashes with your in-laws also, and some emotional outbreak also. So all these things have to be handled with very sensibly now during this time period. And because of Shani, who is the 11th and 12th lord in the 12th house, that is because it is the first phase of Sadasati almost coming to the end, so career is definitely at a toss. You might look to change your career now, or there could be some professional changes, and also you might look to start something from your own also. So this is also possible for Meena Rashi natives. But all these things will fructify or will actually progress well only after February 2025, because Jupiter is currently Vakri in your 3rd house. So any efforts which you undertake will not yield to that great amount of results unless and until Jupiter turns direct. So Jupiter is delaying the results for you, and Mercury in the 9th house also. So once when Mercury is turning anyhow direct from 16th of December, and Jupiter will turn direct in first week of February, and Mangal also somewhere in February. So by the end of the February you will get a clear picture of what you can do or what better is that. So Saturn will be coming over your moon sign, and Rahu will be going to 12th house. So a long-term investment or in a new profession you might step into. So that's very much likely to happen during this time period. So if your Dasha Antardasha is also supportive, it may happen. So from finances perspective, you are struggling and you will keep struggling. There is no end to it because of Sadesati, Rahu, everything. It is no end to that, but you will have a good income, pleasant income, but you have to be a good financial manager for yourself to have good savings. And from, of course, marital life, everything I have covered. And yeah, from health perspective also it is quite pleasant, not so bad. And of course Saturn aspecting it, so there could be some cold, cough, fever, those kind of minor issues, nothing much. So that's it for the Meena Rashi natives. These were my predictions for all the 12 moon signs, Janma Rashis. And I have a special message for all my viewers, that because now currently Guru is Vakri, Buddha is Vakri, and also Kuja Mangal is also Vakri. Always, especially those of any Rashi, irrespective of any Rashi, if you are going or if you are planning to do something new in your life, personally or professionally, even from the marriage perspective, even from your professional career perspective, or about taking any decision about your personal life or even professional, anything, please have these 3 questions in your mind. So firstly, it is that in the long term perspective, whatever the decision or whatever the new venture I'm starting, is it profitable for me? Is it definitely gonna yield good results for me. Secondly, how much I am interested or I have my vested interest in this new venture. That's something you have to put. And the third one is that you have to see that is it really required to during this time period. So all these three questions, if you can answer comfortably for yourself and convince yourself, then only move ahead with the new venture, or else wait till February 2025. So this was my message. So thank you and keep watching Ashwin's Astrology.